Hey, I'm Alex Radical from Board Game Co, and this is News and Week in Review, although like last week, we are still somewhat short as far as news goes. This week, the only thing I really have for you in the news category is the fact that The Crew is back for another adventure. Not like The Crew, I realize The Crew, saying The Crew is back could be taken different ways. I don't mean like, hey, the gang's getting back together. I mean, no, literally, The Crew. Like, you know that game, the trick-taking game, The Crew, that popularized trick-taking? That might be too... Did The Crew popularize trick-taking? It did, It was the trigger for me to start appreciating trick-taking, but I don't know if it's the thing that made trick-taking the new thing that took over for the past, 6 years by now. How long ago did The Crew come out? I'm getting on a tangent over here. The Crew is back. This time, The Crew journeys to the ends of the earth. That's going to be coming back to you from Kosmos. They are coming to you with a third iteration of The Crew. I am curious of what they are going to be doing as far as how they're going to iterate or improve upon The Crew. The first Crew was great. The second Crew was better. What are they going to do with the third Crew? How are they going to change things up? Because honestly, The Crew, Family Adventure, that one is kind of a letdown. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. The Crew might be great. Either way, I am excited for it. Outside of that, as far as the videos for this past week, we have upcoming crowdfunding was on this past Sunday. Just diving into the crowdfunding campaigns you can expect to see throughout the month of January, or at least some of them. Then later in the week on Wednesday, we had a general 3 announcements video just covering some updates around Level Up, updates around the channel support drive and giveaway, and then as well as updates around that there will be hopefully next week. I don't know for sure. I was planning on doing it this upcoming week, but voting on 2-player games. But I realized I still have some construction going on right now during the day, which means filming during the day is nearly impossible without having lots of interruptions. So we'll see. I may have to push it off a bit, but I hope to do it at some point soon. That was an announcement video going up on Wednesday. And then on Friday, there was Where Are They Now for January. This is basically looking back at a year ago and 5 years ago, the games I played for the first time, and how things have held up over time. As far as the games covered, last week I had none, because we had been doing all the end-of-year wrap-ups. We had no dedicated videos around games. But this past week, we played catch-up. This past Saturday, there were 6 small box games that we did on Saturday. Then there was a Tapestry with all expansions playthrough. Someone asked for a review of that. I've only played some of those expansions one time, so I don't feel comfortable doing a review yet. I played Tapestry itself a lot. I played with a bunch of the expansion factions, but all the expansion rules and that new track, lots of those things were new. I do hope to have expansion. I do hope to have a review for you at some point, but I just need to play it more. Overall, I definitely enjoy Tapestry. I do like the expansions. I don't think that I would ever play without them, especially the advanced player boards. I see no reason not to play with those. Those are so much more interesting than the basic player boards, like the cities you have. Either way, maybe I'll have some full coverage for you, but if you wanted, there was a full gameplay with all the expansions that went up on the channel. Then there was on Sunday a solo Sunday playthrough of Children of Morta, put out by Lucky Duck Games. Well, I guess Lucky Duck is the distributor for it. I hope to have review content for this one as well. I've already played it several times. I overall enjoy it, but we'll see. I'll have review content for you at some point. I still need to play more of it. Then there's a preview for Invincible that went up this past Tuesday. Invincible, this is the hero building game, whatever it is, based off Astro Knights, which is in turn based off Aeon's End. Invincible is back with a 2nd edition, Aftermath. This is a sponsored preview that went up on the channel. I will have a review coming for you later in the week, well, this upcoming week. So if you want my thoughts and opinions on the game, that'll be coming up soon. But spoilers, it's mostly Astro Knights. It's basically Astro Knights with a retheme. Then we had a Pillars of Fate review going up as well this past Tuesday. Pillars of Fate, I really enjoyed it. I give it a 4 out of 5. It is a solid 2-player lane battling game whose only crime at all is that I have better lane battlers I like even more, that are absolutely fantastic. Games like Airland and Sea, Hanamakoji, there's some amazing lane battles out there, but Pillars of Fate is a pretty solid one. And then lastly, we had a review going up on Tuesday for Zenith. Zenith is absolutely amazing. Speaking of lane battlers, that's definitely a lane battler to a certain extent. Loving Zenith. It is putting so many games to shame for me. Again, I've discovered this game 3-4 weeks ago, maybe, and I've got to have 50 plus plays of it. I'm obsessed, I'm addicted, I love Zenith, gave it a 5 out of 5. It's my first 5 out of 5 of the year, but for a game from last year. But that shouldn't matter. This is my first 5, last year, 2025, it took getting to August or September before I had my first 5 out of 5. And Zenith, technically I discovered it in 2025, but the review went up in 2026, and it's my first 5 out of 5 of the year, fairly early on this year. So it's a good year, maybe, we'll see. Then on Thursday we had a Puerto Rico special edition from Awakened Realms unboxing and rambling done by Meg, not by myself, so Meg covered this one, and yes, there was rambling, so if you wanted rambling, great, you still got it, and if you didn't want rambling, why are you still watching? Because There's lots of rambling on this channel, apparently. Anyways, that was Thursday, and then later on Thursday we had a Spirits of the Wild review going up. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. I love Spirits of the Wild. I think it's a fantastic gateway accessible game. It is definitely on the lighter side, but it's one of those games that is still fun and engaging to play, and I still enjoy to this day. And then lastly we have Carrooka, gameplay of Carrooka. Carrooka kind of covering with Tracy boards. They do Crokinole, now they do Carrooka boards as well. But we had a gameplay where we I got taught the rules for Carrooka Pool as well as Carrooka Snooker, and then playing through both of those with many interruptions by a cat. Or was it multiple cats? Definitely at least one cat. Anyways, that was what went up on Thursday. As far as the games I played this past week, in general, this is just a sampling of some of the games I played and some quick thoughts on them. The new Sagrada just came out. There is a new Sagrada if you didn't know about it. I probably will do a video on this. Like, I have to look. I'm 99% sure I've done a review of Sagrada and expansions, but I'll probably put some basic coverage of this out because it's a new Sagrada. At the very least, it looks better. I don't even know if there's rules changes. It feels like it's Sagrada, so if there's rules changes, I didn't notice based on my first play. But maybe I'll do a review with my daughter because she's been enjoying it, and this way, if I do a review, at least it'll be something new. Someone else's opinion in the review. But we'll see. Some coverage will probably be coming. But Sagrada's fun. It's charming. It's simple. I don't know, like, it's one that the new copy came, and so I started playing it because I was like, hey, I haven't played Sagrada in a bit. Let me play it. And it's still a fun game that is still good and solid and just, it's consistently reliable. It's one of those games that I don't know if I personally would hold on to or keep, not because it's bad, just because I have so many great games, and it's one of those games that I think I've played enough that I'm fine letting go of. But also my daughter really enjoyed it, so I have a feeling it's going to be like added to like her collection as far as games that are sticking around because she wants them there. But we'll see. Time will tell. She played one game so far. We'll talk about it more later. Then there was Up or Down. I played Up or Down. This is from, I want to say from Capstone Games. I thought it was fun, but I wasn't like wowed by it. It felt like very like, you kind of have to plan your whole arc out from the beginning, but then you're very victim to the cards, and like you can lose all the things you've been working towards through sheer luck of the draw. I both had fun playing it, and it felt way too luck dependent as far as how things can play out based on how the cards come out and what your plans are. I don't know if there'll be review coverage in this one. I enjoyed it. Don't need to own it. Then there's Maracaibo. Maracaibo, I got my first play of Maracaibo in, finally. This is one that Maracaibo is, I discovered Pirates of Maracaibo. Okay, discovered's the wrong term. I had Maracaibo. I've owned Maracaibo for a long time. I played Pirates of Maracaibo on Board Game Arena before I ever actually got to Maracaibo. And because of how much I've loved Pirates of Maracaibo this past year, I finally got a play of Maracaibo in. I do want to play it more, but currently, based off of play number 1, I see no reason I would ever want to play it over Pirates of Maracaibo. I am going to play it again because, hey, sometimes your first play of a game is not the ideal end experience. And make no mistake, I enjoyed it. I just would so much rather play Pirates of Maracaibo. Based on the first play, I can't even begin to compare them. And granted, it's a top 100 game. It's like 89, something like that. Like, it's rated higher than Pirates of Maracaibo, but for me, Pirates of Maracaibo is where it's at. So we'll see. I will play it more. I will report back at some point. It is one that I probably will review on the channel because, again, I like Pirates of Maracaibo enough that I feel Maracaibo is going to get enough tries from me to justify a review at some point. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe not anytime soon, but it will happen at some point. And then lastly, Agent Avenue. Agent Avenue, speaking of lane battlers, but it's not really a lane battler. It's just a two-player game. But Agent Avenue. Agent Avenue is a very solid game of kind of I cut, you choose, sort of, but it's really more about a kind of a setting a trap. You're setting a trap for your opponents as far as, do you want these sets of cards? You only see one face up, one face down. Which one are you going to take? You have some knowledge, but am I trying to bait you? Is the face down one better, worse? Like, what are you going to do over here? Is it better for you, worse for me? How's it going to play out? We have no idea. But Agent Avenue, a game I thoroughly enjoy. I've also played it a ton this past week. Apparently, after talking about it at some point in my top 100, I've gotten a few people, and yes, I say a few people, because there's going to be like at least 2 people who think that I'm talking with them. No, there's 2 people who have been playing it a bunch with on Board Game Arena, and it is what's it called? It's a very good game that I like a lot. The downside of having played, I don't know, 10 games this past week on Board Game Arena does mean that I feel like I've mostly played it out. Now, fortunately, there is an expansion to it. There's the Black Market expansion, I think it's called. So I still want to play more with that one because that might give it enough legs. But right now, base game, I enjoy it. I just think I've seen enough of it. Anyways, those are some of the games I've played this past week, which brings us to today. Today there'll be a few things going up. There will be a review for Movie Night and Book Club, both games from Allplay. Speaking of which, Allplay is a channel sponsor. Thank you to Allplay for sponsoring the channel, as well as the fact that if you are watching this now, they have their Mountain Goats Legacy campaign coming up very shortly, as well as, let me grab this over here, as well as Enchanted Ivy is in that campaign as well. So if you haven't checked it out, they'll be launching this week. I really enjoy Enchanted Ivy, much more than I thought Mountain Goats Legacy was the highlight for me. Then I played this. I will burn Mountain Goats Legacy down to hold on to this one. And I like Mountain Goats Legacy. Enchanted Ivy is up there for top solo games for me. And yes, they are a channel sponsor, and so you should take that with all the appropriate grains of salt you need. But also, if you watch my content till now and going forward, you'll see that there are going to be plenty of Allplay games that I think are just good. And there are going to be some Allplay games that really shine for me, and Enchanted Ivy is one of those. But that's going to be launching shortly, and why was I doing this? Because today we'll have a review for Movie Night and Book Club, both Allplay games designed by Peter Hayward, will be going up today. And then later today, there'll be a preview for Spirited from Garfield Games, which will be launching this upcoming week, but we'll have the previews today, and we'll have a gameplay for you on Tuesday. Speaking of which, as far as content going up next week, I should have my highest reviewed games of 2025. That will be a video going up. That's not my best games of 2025. That's the highest reviewed games of 2025, regardless of whether 2025 or earlier. That should be hopefully going up this week, as well as a video that I think is actually pretty interesting. I don't know exactly what the title might be, but currently the work in progress title is "The Death of the Hobby Has Been Overstated." It's an interesting conversation. I don't know if that will be the actual title by the time the video goes up, but hopefully later this week there'll be a conversation as to, is the hobby actually dying? Why or why not? What are my thoughts? What are yours? Should be an interesting conversation to have. Which brings us to the games on the, well, I used to say games on the table. Then at one point it was games on the couch. Now it's games on the shelf. The games on the shelf over here. These are the games I hope to be diving into this week, or at least some of the games I hope to be diving into this week. We have Fromage. No, that's not true. That's a lie. It's not Fromage. We have Forage from my gosh. Flat Out Games. Forge from Flat Out Games. There's Forge and Honeypot, two different games that'll be coming up, upcoming crowdfunding campaigns. And Forge, hope to be diving into this one again. I've already played it solo, and I want to play it multiplayer as well before giving my thoughts on it. But that's Forge. Small little roll and write. It's a roll and write game where you grab a bunch of dice and you jot things down. Already played it. Hope to be playing it more. We have Off With Their Heads, which I also played, but I played this at Dice Tower East, I want to say. Or is it Retreat? No, it's East. Dice Tower East. So I played this like a year ago, and I haven't played it since. Came back from PAX Unplugged with it. Really want to dive into it. It's a really solid game, but I just haven't gotten a chance to play it since PAX Unplugged, and I want to. I want to play it, so hoping to play it this week. We'll see what happens. Then we have Millennia Tracks of Time. This is from Karma Games. I've heard good things about this one, and I am intrigued to dive into it. I don't know. This is the one that's the least likely to happen this week, but I still hope to play it, so we'll see. And then lastly, we have Recall, where I want to get one last play, and I've already played it a bunch, but I want to get one last play in before I put out my review of it, because I've already been talking about it since my top 100, and I feel a review is owed, but I also feel I need to get one more play in before I do so. So that should hopefully happen this week, which means maybe there'll be a review coming soon, maybe not. In any case, and until next time, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have an excellent weekend, week, days, months, year. It's a 2026, dear Lord. 2026 has just begun, which means there's plenty of time for things to get better. There's also plenty of time for things to get worse. I hope more for the former for you, and for me, let's be honest, for all of us, I hope that this is a good year full of good things, good games, good times, friends, family, all those good things. Until next time, I hope you have a good one.